So now we're going to read for Libra. Seven of Pentacles and the Prince of Cups. Eight of Wands. Cards have been shuffled, decks have been cut, as always before. So we have the Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands, Six of Wands, a lot of Wands here, and Seven of Cups. So we have two cups, one pentacle, but lots of Wands. I'm pulling the message cards as well, just randomly, and we'll look at those later. This is a message for Libra. So on top of these, we're going to get some extra cards. But here I'm going very randomly. Now, I have to admit that these cards are so new that they sort of stick together a little bit. So I have to work them a little bit more. Okay. Let's start, Libra. Let's start here with you and your environment. So you are this person here. You are, in my opinion, diligently working and also sort of harvesting. You're cutting here things, but it's intense. It's like you're really in it. You really are focused on what you're doing right now. This can be something that you have been doing for a while here, but I also feel that at the same time something new is coming forth from your work here, from this diligent work, this careful tending to the plants and to the harvest and to whatever it is you're doing. Some message will arrive here. Something new is coming in. Look at the Prince of Cups is coming in on his horse with a cup outstretched, offering, like presenting something new coming into your life. So it feels like something new is coming in. And I think it's time for this something new to come in because of the work you have been doing. Also because of these cards. Now, I see a lot of wands. I told you this is all wands here. So there's 4 wand cards. And the wands are the fire energy of the astrology. It represents fire, the element of fire. It represents action. It represents doing stuff. And this thing that's coming in, it feels like it's going to come in quite quickly. See all these ones, they're like converging together to one brilliant point of maybe insight, of maybe a result. But they're working together, they're coming and they're converging. They're really within the stars around it. And this is like going to the sun, going to the end result. Well, end result. A result, because there's never the end, isn't it? But it's moving. It's not like this new thing is already coming in and it's moving quite fast. And it has to do with you being inspiring, you taking inspired action, you being this queen that is controlling the fire, holding the fire in her hand, the fire of creativity, the fire of creation, the fire of, well, doing stuff, taking action, but happy action, because she's a happy queen. This queen is very very self-assured, sure of herself. She's holding this wand high, so she's not afraid. This queen knows what she's doing. And so you know what you're doing, and you're seeing this, well, you're seeing the result. You're beginning to see the end point, as it were, and you see all these actions of you. All these actions here in the 7 are coming together in the 8 of Wands. And it feels like you're really on track. It feels also that whatever that is that you're doing, you really love it. Your heart is in it because it is the cups. So it is something that really connects you to whatever you love and whatever you love doing, or to people that you love, but it's really moving fast. The Nine of Wands, there's this person holding one wand, there's the dark sky, and there's all the, like, almost like a fence here in front of her. And she's standing in front of the fence, it feels like she's ready to step over it, and leave the fence behind. And I feel that this card is not so much the now as it is, you know, all the work that you've been doing, all the hurdles, the obstacles, the challenges, the problems that you may have encountered here while doing the work. And while moving towards the end goal, there have been some challenges. And it feels like, yes, you're ready to overcome them. You have overcome them. You stepped over them. You handled them. You dealt with them. And the Six of Wands is here to sort of say, yes, you've done this well and you will do this well. You know, whatever is still here, even if there's still some things, some hurdles, some little things that need to be tweaked, adapted, changed, you will all do this, because this is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is the card of success. And look, you know, this woman is holding her arms up. She's like thanking. She's on a stage, as it were, with the spotlights shining on her. She's thanking the audience, but also thanking the universe and the victorious crown of laurel of. I don't know what the name is in English, really, so I'm not going to say it. Well, Caesar's crown, let's call it that. She has it. It's standing next to her, so she has the success, she has the victory, and it's all through the hard work you have been doing, Libra. But it is moving fast. It's not a slow process here. You're already ahead of yourself. You know, this is really coming in strong. And all this success, all this work that you have been doing is making you able to make choices for the rest of your life. Making choices. Here are the cups are all upside down, but the water is streaming through one of it. There's also a snake. There are ladders. And this person is almost pensive. And the pensiveness, I feel this goes both ways. This goes back to the past, but also back, looking into the future. Like this person, it feels like he's pensive about the process and the project. So the problems, the results, the progress he made or she made. And thinking about that, thinking back, how did he get here? But it's also already looking, what am I going to do next? From these results, what am I going to take along from this success and this victory? What is important for me to take along? What is the next creative step that I'm going to do with love and with my heart in it? Because you want your heart to be in it. That's important for you. And because that's what brings you harmony, and you love harmony, Libra. You love things to be balanced out. You don't like conflict or going a lot against the grain. So you like things to, be easy, smooth going. And it feels like that's happening. Only this one here. But that's something that you can easily deal with because you have the Queen of Wands, because this is moving fast. If there's still little things that you haven't dealt with and you need to deal with, it will be done. This is you looking towards the future. So this balance, this harmony in me, I want to keep that, but I also want to do something more. I want to move on, and I want to move on based on all this, based on the success. There is the next step, because the end of the cycle, when you have a successful outcome, it doesn't mean that you stop there. Your life goes on. So does your creative undertaking, or whatever it is. So let's have a look what the cards on top of it, on top of these cards, are going to say, just to get a better idea. I'm going to move this a little bit here because I see that I have more room like that in my camera. Yeah, and I have more room for these cards up here. Knight of Pentacles, another knight. So you have here the Prince of Cups is a knight, is the Knight of Cups. So another, oh, the Sun, great, the Sun, success, success. Moving towards the Sun, these eight of Wands are moving all in the direction of the Sun, in the right direction of success. And the Emperor. So it might be very well that it's an entrepreneurial thing. It's a business thing, your own business thing. This card has been coming out for the life of me almost in every reading. I don't know why. King of Pentacles. Sorry, Queen of Pentacles. Listen to me. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is probably more grounded, more earthy, well, she is, than the Queen of Wands. So she's more fixed and more focused on results than the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is where you're in the action, where you're actually in the creative process. Okay, what is that? Other Pentacles. So we have the Page of Pentacles and we have, okay, that one to jump. King of Wands. So we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. Okay, and King of Wands as the end card is really good. So we had the 9 of Wands and now we have a 10 of Wands. Told you, a lot of Wands here. And get one out from this one. Okay, another 5 of Cups. Strange, strange, strange. Okay, 3 of Cups. Another one. 3 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Okay. So we have here an 8 of Pentacles. Diligently working. And it ends with the Wheel of Fortune. So we had the 8 of Wands, which meant progress towards the Sun, towards a good outcome, a good result, a very successful outcome. And when you are moving this fast, it feels like this is the additional energy. So we're moving towards this Sun, yes. So the outcome of this card, it's moving in the right direction, no doubt about that. The Sun. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, it says a little bit like you're looking at the results. You're feeling good in this progress. You're looking at it. You can look at it and feel good, and it brings you in. So really, entrepreneurial card, like because we had the Emperor here, is bringing in money. It's giving you an income. It's giving you abundance. The Sun is sort of reconfirming that. And this card is the card of sometimes loss, but it's losses and it's also hope at the same time, because here are the losses, here is the hope. In this card, in comparison to this card, you see a man drowning here. Now, I don't feel this is really very applicable. I see more that we have to look at the losses and at the hope. So in this process, where you were working diligently, there were some things, some losses. There were some disappointments, some problems, but there was always the hope that, you would reach the end. And I feel that this card is more that than anything else, because we have here the Queen of Wands, so she's in charge of that creative process. She is the one who masters the creative process and is not afraid of it, because she's holding this fire in her hand. She's not burning herself. That's what she does, create. And I feel this is really in a business setting. Whether that's in a job where you're really doing good creative work and you really love it, or whether it's in your own business, you are creating. And you're also doing that like a leader. This energy of the Emperor feels like a very, like a boss and like a leader. And so she's not only the queen, she's also doing it in a clever way. So that, there is this power, this willpower behind the emperor and behind the queen, behind whatever you're doing. There is much more power to it. So it amplifies the creational power of the Queen of Wands. And we have again, some losses here and hope. It's the same thing here. So when you're creating, you're trying out stuff, and some stuff works here and some stuff doesn't work. So that stuff that doesn't work, it's all part of the creative process. And this part is mostly it's a card of collaboration. So we have that here as well. That's why I'm thinking it's either your own business or it is in a company, in a job that you're doing, and you're working together with other people, but you're going also in the right direction. So the creation process is bringing in already signs that it's going to be successful, that it's going to be fruitful, that it's going to be abundant, whether it's your own business or you're working for somebody else. Still think it's really for those people that are entrepreneurs or want to be entrepreneurs, and it's now a good time to do that. The challenges, the hurdles, the little problems, the obstacles, there will be always there. But this Queen of Pentacles, why I'm always thinking, this Queen of Pentacles shows that you are not distracted by that, or you're not afraid of that, that you're really, you're sure of yourself, you're grounded, you know that you can do this, you know you can bring in the money through the creation and through the whole process. You know that. And you know that if you work, well together as a team, with a good team together, and that's you part of the team or you being the leader of the team, then it's going to be really good, because the work you're doing is like really a very collaborative thing, but it's also hard work. It's very close to the Seven of Pentacles. So in the Seven of Pentacles, you're already still in the garden, and here you're still tinkering away. And I feel like this is more the little details, refining things, tweaking things, adapting things. What you started working on here, this is the fine-tuning. That's what this feels like. But it's a successful thing. So whatever the project is, it's a successful project. Although there may have been worries about it, and there may have been stress as well on the way, because of course, when you meet these obstacles and these challenges and these problems that arise, and that can be, that can be practical problems, that can be problems, of going back to the drawing board here. I feel this a bit like going, sometimes leaving things behind, going back to the drawing board and using the hope that is in these two cups and here as well. And then using that and tweaking that again and again and again. And that has caused stress and worry, but it also, because of the fact that it started to bring in money quite quickly, and it started to bring in, maybe not even money, but results and fruits of your labor. And it started to bring in that quite early because of this speed with which things are happening. And that speed in itself can bring in the stress and the worry and a little bit of fear. But it is already bringing in, you can see results. It's not like you're doing stuff and it's just stuff in thin air where you don't know where you're going, because you know very well where you're going. This Ace of Swords gives you also the ideas. It says that the ideas that you are working on here, and that these ideas are successful. They will be successful. These new ideas, there is this something very good and something that people need, that you're working on. And then when you have the success, of course, it's a question of what am I going to do? Are we going to go on in the same line of things, or do we insert something new? And that is something you will have to decide. And the King of Wands will be able to decide that, because like the Queen of Wands, here, the King of Wands is also very creative, but the king already looks at results, because look here, You have the lion, so it's a bit of Leo energy, but there's also the salamander that is eating her own tail. And it feels like there is already a completion here, a completion of the creative process, of the inspiration that is happening, of the things, the action that you have done. There is already a completion. So that's why it's good that he comes at the end. So that's why I'm saying that this is, upon the completion of a cycle and a creative cycle, you have to know what is going to come next. What is going to come next? Because, yeah, that can be a little bit difficult to make those choices, because you have these choices. Usually I would say this is, hard work and labor intensive, but in combination with these cards, for me, this feels more like, these choices are not as easy as it seems. And because there you have these options all available to you, but whatever you choose, whatever this king has accomplished here, and whatever you're looking at here, you're going to bring a lot of change in your life, and that change sets the tone for the next cycle in your business, the next cycle in your life as well, because business and life, when it's your own business, then the two are very close together. It's not like one is totally separate from the other. Now let's have a look what the messages say. Envy. Okay, so it feels like, what does this feel like? It feels like, yeah, okay, there may be people envious of you, and you have to be a little bit careful for that. And that could mean this here, because that envy can be a little bit hard to deal with, or, you don't like to see it. And now that, that envy comes here, these two cards, because of the envy of other people, it could be that, you're looking at that. You're looking at these people that were envious, but it doesn't matter, there's always people that will be standing by your side. So don't let the envy, stop you. Don't let it withhold you from going on. So the envy can be this as well. You have to leave that behind you. You have to step over it and then just, go on. Because the card of faith, my life is divinely guided. So this person is on a trapeze and he jumps without knowing whether he will reach. He will reach this. He's just leaping. He's taking this leap of faith. In this creative process, there is a lot of having the trusting the creative process itself, but also trusting you and trusting the people around you, trusting that they will help you, trusting that you're making the right choices. But I feel that you are doing that because here, this Eight of Wands, it looks like all the actions that you're doing are sort of propelling you towards this sun here, the sun here. And that sun is the success, and it's propelling you towards this shining light as well of success. And then the last one is the Turkey spirit. The Turkey spirit says, give with gratitude and grace. So give with gratitude and grace. When you're doing this work, this intense work, and you're doing that with a team, there is this give and take. And you can't give without getting a bit back. But you also can't take without you giving something. Did I say twice the same thing? So, you can't take without giving something of you. But also, you can't give if you don't receive from the other. So it feels like this card really refers to the teamwork, and also to the creative input you're giving. It also is giving back. It's really giving back to your heart. It really tells you that you love what you're doing. So there is this give and take between the hard work, but also between the joy that all these results and the good outcomes bring. And so I feel that this is the Turkey spirit. So give with gratitude and grace. I hope this resonates with you, Libra. I'm going to leave you here. If it doesn't resonate, I suggest you have a look at your rising sign or your moon sign and listen to that recording, because sometimes you will resonate better with that. And also, don't forget, this is a general reading, so maybe this is not applicable completely to you. So then I would really have a look at my rising sign or my moon sign if I were you. And then I'll see you back in December. But first, there is the full moon on October the 31st, and then there's the moons in November, of course. So let's not forget those. But in December, you get a new reading from me. And bye for now then. Bye, Libra.